Hello everyone. I'm following very often stories of Russian people, what they talk about Ukraine to understand how they see the situations. Maybe you also hear this very often that they talk about Ukrainians that we will go to Europe and we will just clean the toilets here, or we will go to US and we will clean the toilets there or anywhere else. You just hear about cleaning toilets or about being a prostitute. And also, I find just recent stories of some woman who is Russian. She is living in Sweden as what she claimed for 30 years, and she also having these ideas. Actually, she's not the only one. There are so many Russians who is living in Europe for a very long time, and they keep having such ideas.
Почему вы разбрасываете символику украинскую?
Символика украинская?
Да.
Фашистская ты имеешь в виду?
Нет,
Вы же фашисты
украинская.
тухлые, грязные, которые вышли из русского народа. Иди отсюда, что записываешь ты меня? Дурочка, мне 70 лет, ты меня записываешь. Знаешь, я понимаю, ты его записывала, если бы ты была какая-то страшная, как обезьяна. На социалку здесь живешь? Или проститутничаешь? А, у вас обычно эти поломойки, они у меня пол приходят домой на дачу мыть. Украинки или проститутки, или поломойки. Что тебе надо? Страшилка. Страшилка. Я была, например, женщина красивая, вот как я. Ну, ты же обезьяна, ты посмотри на кого-то похожа. Из какой ты деревни приехала?
And here I want to comment with you all these ideas about cleaning toilets and what I'm thinking about that. And here I need to explain you a bit from the history. In the moment when Soviet Union collapsed, most of people they were working in a big industrial plants. So there was no private business, there was no private ownership. People was not allowed even to have their business before in Soviet Union. So actually, most of people were employed in the big military plants, which for sure, once the Soviet Union collapsed, they stopped to be financed by any means, and a huge amount of population appeared to be without work. All the savings which people was doing during all their lives, and they was keeping it in governmental bank, which was only one, and it was governmental, it also all disappeared together with Soviet Union. So you can imagine the situation of those people who was collecting money all their life, and they lose it, they lose job, they lose salary, they lose everything in one day. And it was the situation that there is a families, they have kids, they need to live somewhere somehow. In Ukraine and Russia, in this time it started the time of something like gangster 90s, where there was people trying to start business, and there was a lot of criminal groups trying to take this business. They was killing people. It was very cruel, very dangerous times actually in all our, I guess, post-Soviet Union territory. And a lot of men become drinking alcohol, or they was not able to find the work, or they actually also go abroad to search for something, or they was doing anything else. Anyway, I'm not talking here about men, I'm talking here about women, because the one who is the prostitutes and the one who is cleaning toilet, this is usually women. We are not talking about men. So many women, they start feeling that we have kids which we need to grow up. We need to live in the normal life, and we are not able to afford it here by any means. And on that time came the opportunity to go to Italy, to go to Spain, to Portugal. This was, I guess, the top destinations for our people in 90s. And they go there to look after old people, to live with them, to look for after them, or they go to work as exactly the one who is housekeeper. So these people was so much. They're saying that this was about 7 million people go out, women actually, they go out to work as such kind of housekeepers. And in my house, where I was living in my native city, we have big house of 9 floors, so it's about, I guess, 140 apartments altogether. I was having 2 of my friends whose parents go to work in Italy. They actually provide for their kids somehow good background in their life, or good start. They give them good start, and their kids now, they have their own business, they are doing something in Ukraine, and they are very happy with their lives. And now let us see, yes, they was doing such kind of job. That was, this is, you cannot say that this is the most prestigious job, but guys, This is job. These people, they go to work in the most low jobs to support their kids and to let their kids have good education and good future. So actually, this is, I don't know how you can actually talk bad about these women, because many of these women, they was having high education, they educated people, they was working like some engineers in some kind of plants, and just because everything collapsed, they actually go to work as the housekeepers, just to provide for their kids much better future. How at all you can talk about these people in negative way? This is actually women which deserve the highest awards, because they can simply sit at home and say, I'm engineer, I have high education, I will never go to clean toilets, let us all die here and let my kids not have education, let us live in the bad houses, let us have a very miserable life, but I will not go down to the level to clean the toilets. This was, if it would be like that, I actually guess that it would be much worse than actually what they really did. At the same time, you can see videos from the Russia, how looks their houses sometimes, how in which conditions they are living, and I'm totally getting shocked, because actually in Ukraine you really will not find poorness to such level. You will not find. And I'm thinking that maybe this is exactly the reason, because our people, instead of sitting and doing nothing like most likely these people is doing, because I will never believe that these people have good paid jobs if they're living in such, if they are not able to maintain their house even to some kind of basic level. And you have people who is working as cleaners in Europe, but their kids are living in normal houses. They grown up in healthy society, and they actually grown up educated people who is starting their life and living their life normally. So that is the things which everybody is talking about, and for sure it is something about past, and this is something about 90s. If you will go now in 2022, there is not much people really going already to clean toilets in Europe like they are claiming. First, this is again only talking about women, because men, I guess they are known more like IT professionals, and there is so many American companies, European companies who is hiring Ukrainian IT professionals for outsourcing, or graphic designers, or any kind of like this professions which can be done in remote, and they're ordering services from them because they know that the quality of the services is high, and at the same time the cost is lower than you can have in Europe or in US for the same money. I mean, at the same time, we are talking about women. There is also so many women working in all kind of jobs everywhere in Europe. The problem just that they need to learn the language, but they are studying in Europe, they are working in Europe. I have so many of my schoolmates, so this is exactly my age of the people who is living in Europe, and none of them is cleaning the toilets. They all work in intelligent jobs. Many of them studied in Europe, many of them finished European universities, and they are living very, very normal life, not worse than any other average European person. So that is the things which I want to tell you more about Ukrainian life, because maybe you don't know these things, but we had such period in our life, and I guess these kids, they are grateful for their parents that they even sacrifice their own life. They go to work in a very bad jobs, at the same time they give a good future for their kids. Waiting for your comments. What do you think about this topic? And thanks for watching it to the end. Bye bye.